Hi guys, welcome to Para Women Radio. I'm Amy. Sorry I'm a little late. I've been trying to get everything together for this live. I feel like it's lopsided too. I hope I'm not lopsided. Anyway, I was trying to get everything together for this live and I've been all over the place and back. Um, so I have heard a rumor recently about Frankie Jr., and I kind of wanted to discuss that on today's live. While people are coming here, what I really wanted to talk to you about um, some things. And if you're rewatching it, I will tell you where to skip in the comments, okay? So I've been seeing a lot of people going onto apps and being able to text prisoners. I don't know if anybody, let me go into the comments because I'm not in there in case you guys are talking to me. Oh, hi, Turquoise. You've been watching the Dr. Oz. When I was doing paranormal stuff, he asked me to come on his show, and I was all set to do it, and it got canceled at the last minute. But yeah, that I don't know if I remember the Dr. Oz. Yeah, that's Junebug flying around. He's 7 months old and he likes to talk when I talk. So he's probably going to do some talking in just a little bit. But have you guys seen recently the apps where everybody is going on and they're able to speak to the prisoners? And uh, it the facility they're in has to approve it and accept it, and you have to pay to text them. Um, but and you I think you have to give them money to text you back. But I went on a spree yesterday to try to find, because we're para women radio, and so I like to talk about female prisoners, and we're also going to female cases, but we're also going to be going back to paranormal and just women doing the unusual every Thursday. I'm working on that. That's going to start in November. I'm booking November and December, and that'll be every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. But let me go back and see if I can get back to my list of people that I added. I added quite a few people to try to text. And what I did was I am monetized. There was something that happened. I was monetized, and then YouTube took it away from me. And I don't know. I really internalized it. They said that my content wasn't going with the lines of YouTube's guidelines or whatever, but they didn't tell me what video it was that was offensive or wasn't going along the lines. And I think I knew what it was, but I wasn't sure. And you could send a video telling them like why you thought you should be monetized, or you would have to wait like a month and a half to go back and say that, I feel like I should be monetized. But I didn't read it all thoroughly. And what I did was I went in and I deleted the video. There was a video that I had uploaded 3 times, but the reason I had did that was because, I have had audio issues on my videos. I still in trying to figure out the audio videos, but I think I thought that was the video because I did it 3 times. So then I just deleted the video, but then I reread it and it said, if you delete anything, then you cannot do the video where you say why you should be monetized. You have to wait the month and a half. So I went above the month and a half because I internalized it all. I really internalized it all. And I thought like, oh, my videos are subpar and I'm not good enough. And maybe I shouldn't even be doing this. And so I waited longer than I needed to. And then yesterday I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to ask to be remonetized. And then this morning I woke up and I'm remonetized. and now I'm able to create members. So I'm going to do a members thing where we're going to do like $2.99, and that'll get you like each video I do, I will comment on you. We'll do like some private lives, and then like with the guests that I have, I will bring them on and you'll be able to talk to them first, stuff like that. And I'm going to do like a grandfather thing where anybody who joins like in the next, like, let's just say like 6 months, you will always be at the top tier and you will always only pay $2.99. So, because I feel like that will be a way to show you that I love you. I really care about my subscribers, and you mean a lot to me. You're the one that got me to where I am, to monetization. So I just want to show my gratitude for you guys. And so I'm going to do that for you. So getting back to the app, that's another thing that I'm going to let my members. I can't get to the main part of where it is. Let me see. Oh no. Okay. I was on the wrong app. There are like so many apps that you can download and attempt to talk to the prisoners. And like I said, I've only really tried to do the women, and I know that Letitia Stout is, talking to quite a few people. So I'm not even like, I don't even really want to talk to Letitia Stout. But so the inmates that I've put on my app are Jody Arias, Pamela Smart, Susan Smith, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And when I say I'm putting them on, they're on the, oh shit. There's the glare. I don't know. My lighting is like, I'm having lighting issues. But anyway, they're on this app. And so I'm not just like saying these are the people that I want to talk to. They're on the app. And I haven't like sent a text to them because, like I said, you have to pay to send it, and then you have to pay for them to talk back to you. And I thought that that would be a good thing for my members. You could like tell me who you want me to text first. And then there's the Anna, I can't say her last name. It starts with an F. She was the Anna Duvall or something like that. She was the heiress that took everybody in New York for tons of money. And she had her own private, they had like a mini series on her. There's Taylor Parker, and there's Elizabeth Holmes, and there's Taylor Shabusiness. And the two that have approved me that I like, they've seen me and I guess I can automatically talk to them, is Elizabeth Holmes and Taylor Shabusiness. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to let my members decide who, but I don't know. I kind of want to do it soon, but anyway, that's what's happening with that. I haven't done a live in about 2 weeks, so I'm a little rusty. So let's go back into, let's just start with a Chris Watts update. And I'll share the screen so that you can see where I'm at. Okay, so let me make sure you can see. And then, oh gosh, I hope you guys can hear me too. I didn't even check to see if you could hear me, but let me go over into the comments and see what you guys are saying first. He looks like a young John List who took his family out too. Oh wait, I went back. I seen that. It's so weird seeing people contacting those notorious criminals so easily. Yes, Perry, that's pretty weird, isn't it? That we can do that. And what's even more like kind of weird is you have to use your the name that's on your driver's license. And I've never used the name that is on my driver's license. I've always been called Amy. Like my mom called me one name, named me one name after a grandmother, and then just called me Amy. So I don't know why she did that, but she did that. And the name is not close to Amy. Nobody has ever really said that, oh yeah, I've my oh, it says Amy Q on my name. I wonder how I made a mistake. Anyway, I'm not using the higher tier of StreamYard. I'm actually looking at new streaming services, so I don't know what this will allow me to do and what it won't, but yeah. Okay, so let's go over here. I saw that somebody spoke to Sandy and spoke to Frankie as well. Her name is Chelsea J.
Sorry, just catching up. Hey, Angie. Hi,
Why
Isabella.
can't you hear it?
Erica. All right. So
Hold on a second. I don't know why you can't hear it. It's probably because I'm like on the cheap tier.
I'm going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to
Won't
go
let
ahead
me
and
do
go
it or
over this, and I'm just
something.
going to.
I might have to restart my laptop and see why. Is there a volume in StreamYard? Mute. Settings. You guys, I think I'm going to have to leave and restart because this happened the other day, I think. And I had to restart my laptop because I've checked all the sources and it looks like I was going to stream from YouTube and I have never done that like directly from YouTube. So I popped over at StreamYard at the last minute. But anyway, I'm going to restart my laptop, and doing that, I have to recreate the live. I can't just come back into the live, I don't think. So give me a minute and I apologize and I'll be right back. Man, I hope this isn't all I could do because like the first part was just like nothing about the Wattses. I'm sorry. I'm going to restart it. Okay, guys, I figured it out. It was my microphone wasn't connecting with it was interfering. I had to send my laptop away and it came back and I must not have like configured it right. Can you guys hear me with this? I put on um, headphones or earphones. Earbuds. I don't know. Headphones. So can you hear me okay? I thought what we would start with first. Well, I gotta go in and make sure you guys can hear me. So hold on one second. See if we get feedback. Let me share the screen. We're gonna go in first. Okay, thank you, Turquoise. We're going to go in first and see what's new with Chris Watts to see if there's something new, because I did see a video where somebody had spoke to Sandy, which I haven't really heard. We haven't really heard from her lately, have we? It just seems like she's been kind of quiet. She had her own page. She has her own cooking page, but has she done anything recently over there? Let's see. And I'll take you to the video where, but we won't watch it all as usual, but I'll take you to the video where the woman, she spoke to Sandy, and I think she spoke to Frankie. And along my travels on the internet, somebody said a rumor about Frankie that I want to talk about and hopefully even ask Frankie to clear it up, because it's not a good rumor. So Sandy, let me share the screen so you guys can see me typing and all that. So you're not just looking at me like doing this. Okay. And I will put myself down here. All right. Let's find, here's her channel. Let's just pop in here and see if she's posted anything. See, like 2 years ago, if she's done anything new. One year ago. 1 year ago. So it's been a year since Sandy has popped onto her channel. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Let's see how active Frankie is. Oops. This looks like that's Frankie.
Hey everyone, I got some breaking news on the Chris Watts case.
Somebody said that he did indeed get that armchair detectives channel down. Is that true or false? I saw. Oh wait, I think it's the woman that I'm talking about that we're gonna go look at her video. I think she's the one. Maybe she's the one that said it. I need to start like screenshotting and getting a little more organized, but okay, let's do Chris Watts updates because that takes me to that other woman's channel. So I'm just going to kind of summarize what she says before. Where is it? Oh, oh, does anyone remember? I'm going to have to go back and look because I had it queued up and let's see. Dr. Oz. You can't tell me that my laptop isn't listening to me. It was something Joy. Does anybody remember? Because I had it popped up. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Chelsea J. Yeah.
I'm going to warn you right now.
Okay, so I'm just kind of like going to summarize what she says in the beginning and then try to get to the part where she talks about how she spoke to Sandy, and then she next, I think, had a conversation. I think these are online conversations with Frankie. And so I think she starts. Oh, you guys, hold on a second. Someone's at my door. No. Don't know what that is. I got a package that I can't remember what I bought. It's really light. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So again, this woman spoke to Sandy online, and Okay, so this woman spoke to Sandy online, and then I think she spoke to Frankie. And I think she had a longer conversation with Frankie than she did Sandy. And that was kind of like the beginning. And she also talks about how her channel is like grown since she's covered the case. I think she says that too.
Say in his own petition, like, I was slandered. I have been specifically targeted Frankie Jr. Ruzek.
Okay, hold on.
Been able to move on. So many people have developed a very unhealthy session with the case. One of those channels is called Armed. And you're just like, oh my God, you're so good that I thought about doing an actual video on it. Like, I was going to move everything around and just do like one big video on this for Friday's release. But I thought, you know what? I am so excited. I'm on the edge of my seat about this. I cannot wait. It has to do with the video familicide, the Chris Watts case, the one that did really well on my channel, just because overall everybody tends to know the story.
I think what she's like saying, she's like, there's a video that she did that got a lot of attention, and I think what's happened was that Frankie and Sandy commented on that video.
Thank you guys. Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rad. I really appreciate you. Minus my to receive scrutiny. They were just put through absolute hell. I have followed their family. I follow Sandy Ruzek, her cooking channel. I've had some small talk with Sandy a little bit, not like over a cup of coffee. That's not possible. But like anyone, she's very responsive. And I went and gave my condolences at the 5-year anniversary of her losing her daughter and her grandkids. And she was really cool. And I just told her that I felt like something I haven't made an announcement about. It's nothing that I'm proud of. It's just something to talk about, really. She would talk to you if you wanted her to. I mean, she's very responsive, but she
said true. She's very, I keep leaning towards the microphone and I don't have it. That's very true. I've gone on some of her cooking lives and she's very responsive to the people. In fact, she often will have Frank or Frankie read the comments to her as she's cooking. makes me really hungry. And that woman made me want to eat cabbage. Okay. She made something that made me want to eat cabbage. So, and she's very good at showing, and they get the camera right down in there. So, yeah.
I told her, I said, I really think that God is using you in this case, something along those lines. And she said that she felt like it was God's plan for her to have a voice and be able to speak on behalf of Shanann and her grandkids. And I kind of left it alone because I didn't want it to be an attention-seeking factor. I really did want her to know, human to human, mother to mother, like, I'm sorry this happened. And it was really cool to hear from her. Also had a little bit of small talk with Frankie Jr., which is Shanann's brother, also Sandy's son and Frank's son. Frank seems to be the one that kind of stays away from the small talk media, but he's the guy. He is.
Yeah, Frank is the one that is the spokesperson for the family, not Frankie. Frank,
the face of the family that will go out to the news, to the media, and he will go on national television, and he will have that voice for the rest of his family, his daughter and his grandkids. So that's kind of the part that everybody's played. I am aware that they have suffered. It's not a secret. They have come out on Sandy's page.
I do want to say that this channel supports the Rucheks. Is that how you say it? Rucheks? I hope I've been saying it right all this time. We don't unsupport the Watts. We just wish that they would do better, I guess. So that's where we stand in this channel.
He even filmed at Shanann, Bella.
I don't believe that Shanann did everything 100% right, but who does everything 100% right, right? Nobody. So
Cece,
she didn't
Nico's gravesite, she filmed herself talking about what, keeps her going. And she talked about how you don't have to be religious, for her, it's God. You could have a higher power thing.
Yeah. Okay. She's talking about I'm going to fast forward because I want you guys to watch her video, but she's talking about Sandy went out to the gravesite and talked about how she grew up with asthma. And I think that this is it relates back to the story where how Cece, she recognized that Cece was having asthma issues. And I think Sandy died and came back. And I think God, Jesus, or they're Catholic, so whoever the Catholics talked to spoke to her. And so she did go out to the gravesite. And I think I do remember that video. So I want to hear what Frankie has to say about
You can't take someone like me to court when you have.
Okay, so Frankie took armchair detective to court, and he had an English lawyer. I do know this because he did come to our channel one day and kind of updated us on what was going on. And then I put a little
of the record that you got, Frankie. Everything you do, I will do twice back from now on. He also goes on to say,
I got to take it back a little bit.
On one of the videos that I was able to discover on somebody celebrating and giving off reason why he shut down, he says this. This is this guy's words. I sat there listening and typed this up. He goes, the only reason why the F is shutting me down, I don't think he meant to say Frankie. I think he was saying the word fuck or fucker. He was calling Frankie a name. The only reason why the F is shutting me down is because I'm doing too good. He was fortunate enough to have a murder in his family. Otherwise, he would be a nobody. And he loves every minute of this. We are done feeling sorry for you, Frankie. It's done. You couldn't pull that card forever. You think that you could sit on social media forever and collect money? You can't take someone like me to court when you have the record that you've got, Frankie. Everything you do, I will do twice back from now on. He also goes on to say,
oh my gosh. My mouth is open. What? let's go to the comments so I can calm down a little bit and see. Let's see what I developed asthma later in my life. Now I have an inhaler, not when I was a child. You can get allergies or asthma at any age, young or old. Yeah, I think Cece definitely had breathing issues. You could tell. I mean, like she was the one that like I think it was in the New Year's Eve video that's like coughing up a lung practically, right? And you know, she when she ran when she was playing and running, you could kind of hear her breathe heavier. And she probably, if we had ever gotten to hear her voice, would have had a more raspy voice, right? Did we get to hear her voice? Yeah, we did. Not much, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I believe. Okay, let's go back.
The entitlement here. He goes on to tell Frankie indirectly through an audience and for attention himself, obviously. I have protected you by not revealing more to the media about you that I really could have. I've got to shut you up now. And he continues to say that. And he goes on blabbing against Frankie Jr. And he's just like, you know, I'm going to shut you down. I'm going to shut you up. I'm coming for you. Does this passive, he does his passive threats to this young man who is a victim because he lost his family.
He is a victim.
Really,
I think a victim. I think in the beginning, like there was some GoFundMe that he did that I don't know, something went wrong. I don't know the whole exact story on that, but and after that, he just never. The vultures just never left him. They just kind of don't like him.
What ended up happening was Frankie ended up discovering all of the horrible things that got said of his family, and he was just there to stand and protect. And this guy was looking to start a problem. A lot of narcissists do that. And I just, again, I'm not a doctor here, but this guy just had such narcissistic tendencies. It was
okay. We know
like everything that he did, he was just projecting, if you know what I mean, by calling our loved ones. So he did nothing wrong by trying to have a voice against this guy. And the guy just comes back at Frankie like tenfold. I'm going to come for you. I'm doing this, you know, twice as hard. So this guy comes out and he does this petition. It seemed to me like maybe in response to Frankie. He says that
hey, did you guys know all of this? I guess I didn't know all of this. This is like new info for me. I don't like stay on Watts Island for too long because I get like really agitated from it. But did you guys know about this fight? Like I knew he was taking him to court and I knew that he was trying to get him taken down, but I didn't know like all this had been said. I didn't know. I didn't know there was this back and forth.
He's been a victim of Frankie's crime by Frankie's harassment and bullying, all for having a public opinion and being able to say what he wants to say. And he says, I need you guys to raise money for me, for an American lawyer, right? Frankie's in America. This guy, to my understanding, is in the UK.
Okay, so yeah, that's why Frankie got the lawyer in England. Oh, Jesus. This is like...
Frankie had to hire
some shit.
lawyer in the UK. He's been petitioning for that. So this guy comes back and he's serving his word. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do everything that you're doing to me back to you, and I'm going to do it twice as hard. So he comes out, and people actually gave like money to this guy. He's like, I need protection. I need help. Oh, from Frankie. Just
of course he did. He had quite a following. Is he still on the internet? Let me look really quick. Like, has he been taken down? Let me look. No. Oh, he's up. I think is he up on a different channel? Did he change the channel? Oh, okay. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. I'm going to stop this one and then show you this one. Okay. Let me make sure you see it. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you guys could give this live a thumbs up, I always forget to say this. It helps my channel. We dance out into the algorithm and bring more people back to the party, and it's just really a free way to help my channel out, and it's really appreciated. And if you ever want to share a video, that would help my channel too. All right, so here we see this right here. Truth be told, the armchair detective statement finally terminated off of YouTube for violations. So that must
one by one. But basically,
this must be the statement that she's talking about.
Terminate one, and then you lose all the others anyway. So I don't even know which channel caused the problem, and I can only guess. I mean, I don't even know what to guess. But I'll tell you what it says. I'm going to find it. Okay, armchair detective, we have removed your channel. We have reviewed the content and found several.
Do you guys know he must be up on a different channel now? He must have a new channel name. That's what I'm assuming. Does anyone have any idea about that?
Repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we're going to remove your channel from YouTube. We know this is very upsetting for you, but it's our job to make sure YouTube is a safe place. We take it down to protect other users of the platform. If you believe we made the wrong call, you can.
I would be devastated. So what he's reading is basically the note that I got when they took my monetization for that video that I uploaded 3 times. Like, I don't know why. I was so stupid to do that anyway, but you know, I just was trying to work on the sound. I just wanted you guys to be able to hear it. There's other videos that I'm going to work on the sound, and I guess I'll have to delete the video before I re-upload it, and that means I'll just lose. So but that's fine, perfectly fine. I want to keep my
appeal this decision, which I'm going to do.
Hi, babies.
What our policy says, channels that violate our community services or guidelines will receive a strike or be terminated. Your existing YouTube channels, new channels, and acquired channels which you repeatedly or feature will be.
No, you can't go there. He has like picked all the keys off my keyboard, you guys.
Once you're out, you're out. You can't come back. We used a combination of automated systems and human reviews to detect violations. How this affects your channel, we have permanently removed your channel from YouTube. Going forward, you won't be able to access or possess or create any other YouTube channels.
Wait.
Steps you can take.
Did he just say he won't be able to create any other YouTube channels? Is that what that just said? Sorry, I got to hear that again.
Any other YouTube channels?
Oh, wait. Didn't go back far enough. Hold on. Let's go back to there.
From YouTube. Going forward, you won't be able to access or possess or create any other YouTube channels.
I can't hear what he's saying. I can't understand what he's saying. Can you guys understand what it's saying? Oh, wait. Access. Oh, ooh. Is it really saying he can't have any more YouTube channels? Is that true? We're going to take it back a little further.
Once you're out, you're out. You can't come back. We used a combination.
Okay, so he can't create any other YouTube channels. Wow, he's literally been banned from YouTube. Is anyone else shocked? I mean, I never watched his videos. I didn't like them. Well, actually, I'm saying I did pop over there. Oh, you know what? No, I was a member at. I thought not a member, but just like subscribed, and then because he was in a chat that I was in, and he was very charming and very nice, and he was like, "You should come over and check out my channel." And I didn't know that anything about this, so I went over there, and you know, like I don't know, there was a video that wasn't bad, so I subscribed, and then a live came up, and I unsubscribed. So, wow, he can't have it.
Of automated systems and human reviews to detect violations. How this affects your channel? We have permanently removed your channel from YouTube. Going forward, you won't be able to access or possess or create any other YouTube channels. What you can do next are steps you can take if you want to appeal the decision. Make sure that you fill in the appeal as completely as possible. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us here. Yours sincerely, the YouTube team. So I'm going to be sending them a video, and I'll fill out the forms.
Mine didn't. When when my monetization was taken away, it wasn't that. It sounded a little like that, but it wasn't completely like that. Let's see.
And this is where you come in. We have a number of friends of the channel, but you, of course, are my patrons. The center. I need, if you've got time, all of you to write to YouTube and say what the hell's going on. You can't do this. Reinstate it.
Okay.
Sometimes
so asking for help. La da 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 da. Let's go back to the other video. Yeah, he's a snake oil. Yeah, let me put this up here. Yeah, I would say that's a good depiction of what I've seen from him. And I don't understand how people like fall for it. I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I really like, but I strive to like be like and let people live how they want to live. Like, if you're living a way that I would never live, I'm not going to judge you by it. Maybe it's the social worker in me. I don't know, but I just don't get it. I can't support somebody that's cruel. I can't. Right? Any kind of cruelty. I can't. All right, so let's go back to the other person. And let me tell you, I've not always been the nicest, perfect person. I mean, like, I'm not the nicest, perfect person, but I do strive to be as good as I can be. I fail a lot, but I just can't support that. Okay, here we go. And while I'm doing this, if you're watching this live, if you could give it a thumbs up, it really helps my channel. It's just a free way to help me out, and it's really appreciated. Okay, here we go.
Have a voice. That's what he ended up doing. So people were like over there in the UK, like donating from Scotland and whatever that whole area looks like. And anyway, this is something that the Ruzeks have been dealing with for a long time. And this is where a lot of those people that became really obsessed in an unhealthy way started collecting information. And what's worse is that if this guy was a narcissist, he was moving very well for himself, because any attention is good attention. That's the first thing to know about a narcissist. That's why, like, we don't break no contact with these. You would see me more on here, but unfortunately it doesn't. I'm on here for my own reason. He has that accent. He goes, I just can't understand. I can't figure out what's going on here. I don't know why. And it gets better, because the reason why it gets better is that Frankie hasn't even hit the guy with the court yet. So this guy had made this, he made this really big paycheck off of all these lies and conspiracies and called it freedom of speech. And then he taunted and enjoyed it and had a very fulfilled life.
It's really hard, that freedom of speech. It's just so hard, it's just like a hard thing. Like, you can't mess with freedom of speech. So I'm like so freaking torn by it all.
Life. Like what I believe narcissist that he is off of this information.
But I do feel like you can't put out the wrong information, because I know like the TikTok, in the Brian Koberger case, that TikTok psychic that was like said a professor did it and named the professor. She is like losing in court, and I think she's like on the run, or she was like a few months ago. I don't know what's going on with that case, but like the woman won. So, You can't just say whatever you want. You can't.
Things, it was feeding him and feeding him and feeding his ego. Even to the point where he told Frankie, you just want to shut me down because I'm too good. Yeah. He didn't even say this is the truth, nothing along that. He just goes, what about you? It just picking and projecting. So he's upset. The guy in his speech, he goes, he wants you to email and petition for him to have all of his channels and all his BS fired back up. He's like, there's really only one way that this is going to work out. I think that is the most humble thing I've heard this guy say, this douchebag, this monster say, is that if you petition for me, then I can come back and show up for you. Huh? He sits there and tells you the email that you can email them at, and that he wants you to be in his corner. And he victimizes himself. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. He goes, yeah, I don't know why. I don't understand. And he kind of name drops Frank, but then he just kind of sweeps Frank under the rug, because I think he knows that Frankie Jr. hasn't even hit him with court yet. So, like, guys.
Oh, okay. He hasn't hit him with court yet. Let's fast forward.
To advertise it with other channels. And I'm just, I got to fill it out a little bit. I just kind of like to do my own thing. These people use their time to build up and not tear down. And respectfully, America has this. All right, you guys.
Okay, so I will definitely put her channel in the description, and I'm going to put the channel that we watched that had the armchair detective statement up, and so you guys can watch all of that. And then I'm going to go over to the comments, and I'm going to talk about frankierzucek a little bit and what I have heard. I wish I had screenshotted it, and I didn't, but I did ask the person to give me, like, I fact checked it, like, where. Let's see what Turquoise has to say. Whether I like him or not, he did not put out bad things of SW. In my humble opinion, YouTube is a way of making money. Can't diss him for that, but I really feel bad for the R's. Why only his channel and not the hate? Yeah, there's quite a few channels out there that are like doing it, so I'm not really sure. I think maybe they went for the biggest channel, and like maybe they're trying to make a point. I don't know why they went after that channel, because I know there's on Dave's channel. I don't think they get along with Dave, but I don't think Dave has like blatantly said things about, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, why Armchair Detective and not other channels? And I'm not saying that I think that they should go after Dave. I do not think that. But yeah, why? Like, the freedom of speech thing just really gets me, because yeah. But I support the Ruchaks. I feel for them. I'm torn by the whole freedom of speech thing, because I am a firm believer in it. Because if you take that away from us, you might as well just we're not living in a democracy when that happens, right? I'm gonna play my song Sippin' on Gin and Juice. Yes, Dave claims not to be the tone of his immersion of SR is why I quit watching him. I don't know what that means. Could you explain that? Because I don't know what that means. Okay, so this is, I think so. So I had the video out. I think it was over on TikTok, but I'm like I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I have three things really on Facebook. I have my personal channel. I have Parawoman Radio, and then I have a channel for Maybelline and Junebug. It's called May June. So and then I have another channel on this called Feel Good University. I'm going to start doing vlogs on my daily life, because 2 years ago I was homeless, you guys. I was a homeless girl living in my Jeep. And so I am going to show people how I dug my way out of all that BS and the reasons why and all that stuff. But that's Feel Good University. But so let me just say what so I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was on TikTok. I'm going to look for it. I don't know if it was on Facebook. I don't know if it was on Instagram. I don't know even if it was on X. But in response to one of my videos, somebody said something about Frankie, like that he was a beater. He beat on women. And I hope that Frankie sees this and comes and says, I don't know. And this might be something that's like a repeated thing, and that, I don't know. They said that he beats on women. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? And they said that they said this was recent, that he recently hit his girlfriend's young daughter while abusing drugs. That's what they said. And I find that incredibly concerning, that, like, and I thought in my mind, well, I guess I'm a researcher, so go over to where he, count where he lives and kind of try to look around there, but I didn't see anything. So that is what was said to me, and I'm quite shocked by it, and I hope that it's just like not true. I just really hope it's not true. It just, because it reminds me of on the Lori Vallow case, how her son, just before Lori went to court, how he got that, I think it was an R word, R charge, but it was dismissed. But I really hope that it's not true. So guys, I am going to stop the live here. I am so happy that I am back with you, and we're going to start moving forward. I actually am looking for people who are interested in being my wrenches, and I'm also looking for an assistant, because I've got quite a bit. I used to run the show. I had the show Parawoman Radio every Thursday for 3 years straight. So got a lot of back shows, but they're privated, and I'm bringing them out slowly. But I need an assistant, somebody to help me. It wouldn't be paying in the beginning, but it would be something that hopefully we could move into a paying position. So I'm looking for those kind of people. If you hear of anybody that's interested, or you're interested, or if you want to be a wrench, just drop me an email at parawomanradio@gmail.com, or just comment here on one of my videos, or I don't know, just get in touch with me and we can talk about it. So if you could give this live a thumbs up, it helps me out tremendously. And it's just a free way, and it's really appreciated. I've got the membership tier going, $2.99 grandfathered in for 6 months. You'll be at the highest tier for $2.99 always. And I think that's all I wanted to say. Let me see. I wrote stuff down. Let me see if that's all. Thursday. Oh, and the Parawoman Radio is for the Thursday night one, where I'm going to bring women on in the unusual. So typically I have on psychics. I'm trying to actually get an animal communicator. I spoke to 2 recently, booked, and witches. I had a hoodoo voodoo priestess on. I've had a woman who did art and blood. I'm trying to talk to a woman who does art where she takes the paws of animals or like parts of animals, like taxidermied animals, and she's making things out of that. I found that kind of interesting. There's a burlesque dancer that I'm talking to, Bigfoot, paranormal, all of that stuff. It's just women doing the unusual, and I like to support them and kind of give them a leg up. And my email is parawomanradio@gmail.com if you ever want to talk to me. You can I think you can message me on Facebook or on YouTube too. And that's all. I'm gonna like I said, as soon as I start getting members, we're gonna choose who you want me to talk to first on the app. Try to contact. I've downloaded a few of the apps, so I wonder if you can see it now. Where is that light source that I can't? Anyway, I'll do a dedicated video, and show you guys who I have saved. But if you can think of a woman that you want me to try to talk to, like that I didn't list, let me know. I did go through a long list of women prisoners, and these were the ones. I mean, I spent like an hour on it. And I downloaded a few of the apps, and I haven't gone on to a few of them. Like I downloaded Find an Inmate. The one that I'm talking to that I showed you is called, what is it even called? I don't know what it's called. But I have a few of them here. I downloaded the one that Alex was talking to Letitia Stout on. I don't really want, if you guys want me to, I will, but I don't really want to talk to her because I don't know. She's just like a snake oil salesman. Okay, so let me see what you're saying before I go, and let's see what she's saying. Your keyboard is sticking. That happened a long time ago. Don't know the outcome from. Oh, so the Frankie stuff that happened a long time ago. Okay, good. I hope it didn't happen. That it's just like a misunderstanding. But even if it did happen, I worked in substance abuse. I was working for my CAC, and I know people do things that they wouldn't normally do when they're under the influence. We need all the court records. Nowadays, you can't crack anyone's kids. No, you cannot. You cannot. No. It's just best to, I don't know, not date anybody with kids. Just kidding. I'm just kidding for all you that have kids. It's just, you can't do things to other people. If you ever need a wrench, I can when I'm on wrench for Era, and she knows I'm honest. Okay, let's talk, Turquoise. For sure, let's talk about it. I got into crime from missing Sherry Mayhem from Butler, Pennsylvania. I don't know that case, actually. I'm going to have to look that up. The two famous psychics came close to getting her. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, one of my co-hosts from Parawoman Radio, because I've had co-hosts because it was all audio. I did podcasting before it was like a video. Like video wasn't. You just didn't do it. The show that I'm talking about that I did for 3 years straight was like 15 years ago. Like I did podcasting before you could even get paid. I couldn't figure out how to get paid doing it. And I was on the show circuit. I went to paranormal events and stuff like that. Yeah. But what I was saying was one of my co-hosts, she's a psychic, and she used to work with the police. Oops, wait. Hey, Turquoise. Hi, Utter. How are you? We're actually getting almost to the end of this live, we kind of went through what was going on with Armchair Detective, and there was a rumor that I had heard about Frankie. And I want to know where his Crystal Kenny is too. I really want to know what. Let's see. Wait. Sorry. I really want to know what Patrick Frazee is up to. Yeah. I wonder what he's up to. What is he up to? What happened? Freeze's guilty conviction was upheld. Hold on. Freeze's guilty conviction was upheld by the appellate court in December 2022. He will remain in jail, serving his life sentence without possibility of parole, plus 156 years. Yeah, he's got some time in. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I know who you're talking about. She says Crystal Turquoise. I'm assuming you're a woman. I don't know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Turquoise, they said Crystal Kenny is the mistress who cleaned up Kelsey Barrett's home. I know what you're talking about. I know that person. I know that case. Well, I will put that down on, sorry, the bird, a list of people to follow, and we can do something on them. I've been actually, oh, I didn't even tell you guys this. Oh my gosh. So, you know that I'm following Sarah Boone, right? And I plan on going to her court hearing. I have decided to write Miss Sarah. So, I took a screenshot of it, and if it comes to anything, if she writes me back, I'm in the letter. I basically told her who I was. I'm not gonna like pretend that I'm not a channel, and that I'm covering her channel, and that I plan on being at the hearing. And it also said that I could send books if I wanted to, and I just put on there like, hey, I can send you some books if you want. It's, because she seems like didn't she say during her hold on, Junie, come here, Junebug, Junie, come here, Junie, Junebug. He doesn't listen at all. Didn't she say in the hearing, like in her, when she was being interviewed, I always say interrogated, that she was a very smart person, and that she got things. What was it? How did she put it? I know she said something about her being a smart person, so educated maybe. So I wrote her a letter, and if it comes to anything, I will let my my people who are, I know it's not called members. I will let my members know about if it comes to anything first. So that's what I plan on doing. Just letting my members know the deets first. And so for those that are joining, hi, welcome to Parawoman Radio. I'm glad to have you here. We're actually just finishing this up. If you could give this live a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It helps me dance out into the algorithm and bring more people back to the party. If you want me to cover any more cases, let me know. I'm definitely doing the Sarah Boone case right now. And I am reading Letters from Christopher, the Sherilyn Cato book. I did the first chapter, and I have the second one actually all written out. I just haven't filmed it yet. And so I'm going to be working on that. If you have any other book you want me to read and come back and give you a synopsis, I can do that. And I plan on doing both the Sherilyn Cato books, but I gotta tell you, they're like hard. they're hard to read because they're not written well. I used to follow Dad with a phone, and he seen his prison pic. He looked terrible. Yes, I'm a girl. Thank you. Okay. Crystal Kenny Lee and Letitia Stout remind me of the each other crimes. Both used social media during the investigation. Yeah, they both did, and so did Jodi Arias. And I have to tell you, like, I have looked for people on. I have a few of the apps down, and Jodi Arias is the one that is on all the apps. She's on all of them, or all of them that I have looked. She's on them all. I really like Gypsy Blanchard. Seems like the person that if I had the choice to pick, would be the one that I would pick first, because she's being released. I don't know when she's being released, but she's being released. She might already have been released. I don't know, but I know that she's up for release. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I love you, and I'm happy that I'm back with you guys. And I hope that if you haven't subscribed, that you will subscribe and ring the bell, because I like doing lives, and I have a new webcam that I have a new setup that I'm going to hook up so that it's not so, like, I don't know, it's better quality. Oh, I'm sorry you guys aren't feeling well. I really hope that Utter and Turquoise, that you start to feel better. And you're talking about sleep. When my sleep patterns are off, I am a mess. So I get that. Sleep is so important. I've even actually gotten to the point where I just allow myself to take like a little nap if I need it, if I'm like tired. And never before would I allow that. I would feel guilty and horrible about myself that I was napping, and then I would worry that I can't sleep later at night. But that doesn't usually happen anymore. Getting old is hard. It really is. And getting old, having fibromyalgia and MS is even harder. So anyway, I hope you got. What, Utter? Where are you, Utter? It's 5:27 a.m. You must be like, what is that? Is that Europe? No, Europe. You could still. What time is it here? It's 2:28. That's not Europe. I can't figure out where you are. Anyway, I hope you guys get some sleep and you feel better. And I will see you guys next time, okay? Thank you. Bye, everyone.